DD214 Gaming Podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Gaming is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now because we have you.
You know, I think I just fucked that up real quick. My bad. I pressed it too early.
Which part?
Right at the ending. I think I just missed the logo. I think I just had what do you call that? A happy finger? A happy trigger?
Yeah. Freaking quick trigger finger. Itchy trigger finger.
I mean, it's an exciting day. I mean,
it's a good day.
Can I gripe about something real quick?
Of course you can.
Okay.
Our show.
So you know you go on YouTube, right?
Uh-huh.
And you say, hey, I want to watch the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness trailer.
Okay.
Right? Why the fuck am I seeing the whole movie with all the spoilers in the front page of YouTube 5 minutes after I watched the trailer?
I
know about like 4 fucking spoilers of the movie already. You know, it's horrible how they filter these things.
I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry if the algorithm got you today, man. I am truly sorry. But I'll tell you something I am happy about. Happy to have everybody here, and I wanted to say freaking happy Sunday and happy Mother's Day to all of you beautiful, beautiful, sexy mother ladies.
Am I hitting it? Am I hitting it?
Oh yeah.
You're a mother lover. We should fuck each other's mothers, fuck each other's moms.
Pushing that lady where you came out as a baby. Ain't no doubt this shit is crazy. Fucking each other's mom.
So let me tell you.
Now?
Yeah. So happy Mother's Day. You know, as you guys know, we're both mother lovers. You know,
big time mother lovers here at
DD214. You know, my mom's about to be here soon, so happy Mother's Day, Mom. Happy Mother's Day to my wife.
Yep.
You know,
I've already made a couple of phone calls in real life today. So don't forget to reach out and give a shout out to all the moms out there today that you can. And we do appreciate you for gifting us with the gift of life, right? Like just bringing us out into this world, you know.
And let's not forget to the ones we have lost, you know, to the moms we have lost. It's still your day too, because without you, we wouldn't have what we have today. So, you know,
that's right.
Happy Mother's Day to those two.
We appreciate you guys. You know,
So it's gonna be a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful day. You know,
it really is. It really is.
You know, we got a big day planned over here in the Sanchez compound. You know, we're going to New Jersey Veterans Network event today to see.
No way.
To see Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
Awesome.
Awesome. DD214 Gaming will be there. We are super excited. I'm actually want to, give a big shout out to Doc Shup, friend of DD214 Gaming.
More Doc Shup. More Doc Shup.
Doc Shup. He came through with this, so we're very excited to spend this Mother's Day in the movie theater in a sold out movie theater full of veterans.
That's fucking badass. That sounds like a great time, actually. And I definitely want to send a big shout out to Doc Shup and the New Jersey Veterans Network for doing all that, putting all this stuff on. Me and John kind of carry on this show. We kind of break the fourth wall often on this show, and we kind of get serious for a few minutes before going kind of back into character. But it is a reality that things like the New Jersey Veterans Network, your American Legions, your local VFWs, things like that exist for a reason, and it's because a lot of us come out a little bit different, right? And on a Mother's Day, to be able to go see a really kick-ass new Marvel movie, I'm assuming, John?
Yep.
The Doctor
Yep.
Strange,
The
yeah?
Multiverse of Madness.
Oh boy, can't wait to see how far they take this one off the fucking rails.
Well,
Yay.
if you've seen the trailers, it's already off the rails.
Oh, I totally haven't, because okay, I'm gonna nope, sorry. I'm gonna shut that off right there.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, look, it is what it is. This is supposed to
Well-
be like the culmination. I mean, they're saying that we're supposed to see like, I mean, you watched What If? You've seen some of the Marvel stuff. So,
I mean, I used to read it. Point being, it's good to see veterans doing stuff together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just in general. And it does warm my heart, and I'm glad that you guys get to spend like a Mother's Day like that, just kind of being around, family and our tribe, basically. That's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like that's,
Oh yeah.
so, that's all I'm saying.
There's
That's all I'm saying.
It's a breath of fresh air, man. Anything fun this week for you, man? Do you want me to start actually? I ain't got much.
I would say, yeah, I do have a few things. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and start, you go right ahead.
Yeah, well, you heard my gripe about YouTube. I have another gripe. Where the fuck is all the new music? Actually, let me take that back, guys. Tears for Fears has come out with a new album.
Oh, kick ass.
You
Is
know?
it any good?
I've heard like maybe 2 songs so far. I haven't had the time to really listen to it.
Okay.
I believe it's a full album. I saw them perform in a video on Sirius XM.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Yeah, Tears
But-
for Fears, The Tipping Point, a 10-song album.
Huh.
If
I might have to do, you know what? I think I might. I would be perfectly willing to give that album a once playthrough at least, and give a review on it next week. I'd be happy to do that.
Oh,
Like
well,
just like
we'll be
you
here
remember
next
you know
week
how
and we'll do it together.
how many times have we talked about Dawn FM on this motherfucking show, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like that album fucking hit, dude. So why not fucking Tears for Fears fucking next
Let's
week?
go. Yeah, and I mean, look, we all know I'm a sucker for like that 80s, 90s pop stuff.
Right.
No different. Tears for
Right.
Fears, y'all.
Right.
But yeah, no other music has been coming out. I mean, it's kind of interesting. But the concerts are back. We got some.
Oh God, are they?
Listen, Thrice is going to be in New Jersey 2 times on the same week, so you know what I'm already trying to go to.
At least two Thrice shows.
There's 2 Thrice shows in the same week, about 30
Right.
miles away within each other. So we're trying to fight for that. Another thing, I'm learning green screen. I'm learning green screen through a fucking video game, which is hilarious.
That's badass.
But
fucking
I'm
badass.
it's really invigorating, and I gotta give a shout out to the Diamond Rock RP and Bear for hooking me up with the Weasel News to be able to learn this stuff without actually having a green screen, which is which is the thing. I don't
Hey, man.
actually have a green screen.
Right, but you're making it work. You're making it happen. That's fucking awesome, dude. Like that is fucking awesome. Like, and we here at DD214 Gaming on the podcast, we're just reaping the benefits, and I love it.
We're just
So, yeah,
soaking
thank
it
you.
all up.
Just soaking it in. Just soaking it in. Just
Um,
soaking it in. So yeah.
No, and,
yeah,
while, and while I'm still in the Marvel talk, the last thing I got for this week, Moon Knight
you
is
okay?
finished.
What?
Moon Knight.
Oh,
It's finished.
Oh. See, I keep reading reviews on the interwebs about this, and everybody's just going apeshit over it. Which lately, dude, just means I need to stay away. But I want to hear the season is over now, right?
Yeah, so the way that it ended, we definitely need a season 2.
Okay.
A lot of our conspiracy theories were true, which I'm not going to get into because it's major spoilers. But the one thing that made this show special,
Mm-hmm.
there was no cameos. There was no Captain America or no Thor that just showed up out of nowhere, This wasn't it wasn't about that, this was about the Egyptian gods
Uh-huh.
and DID. And the story, and it came full circle, but there's still questions to be asked, and maybe it might come into a movie because it's just a crazy twist. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. The reason why it's not a 10 out of 10 is because you could have given me 2 more episodes because it was that fucking good. But in saying that, Now we know that Oscar Isaac is going to be in Metal Gear Solid to be Snake.
Mhm.
Come on, let's do it. Oh, and one more thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody, the trailer is out this week. Daniel Radcliffe is Weird Al Yankovic. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you
I
see
saw
that trailer?
Yeah.
What did you
Oh, yeah.
think? What did you think?
I think more people like fucking Weird Al need to be looked up to in this world, and I'm happy to see them actually make a fucking movie about somebody who actually is like a genuinely like decent person by all accounts. Similar to like Mr. Rogers, you know, when Tom Hanks played Mr. Rogers and shit. It's like I'm really sick to death, and I'm not just talking about like, oh, these fucking kids. No, I'm talking like going back to like when I was a kid, going all the way back to when I was a kid. I'm really tired of like these fucking human shit stains getting looked up to and like having movies made about them, when like there's so many good people on this planet right now that don't ever get any press, you know?
Absolutely.
You know what movie I want to fucking see? I want to see somebody make a fucking movie about Zelensky. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see a movie made about people who genuinely like make a difference in their world, like in a positive manner, and like really uplift.
Zelensky's that dude.
I mean, I just want people who genuinely make a difference in this world to get more recognition, I guess, is just kind of what I'm getting at.
As
What?
president, who would you cast as President Zelensky?
Oh fuck, I don't know. I'd have to look up actors. Like
Pedro Pascal. Looks just like him.
Fuck.
the
Hey,
man-
yeah, maybe.
the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I was gonna say the guy that plays Mandalorian. Yeah.
The Mandalorian. Perfect
Yeah,
choice. There
maybe.
we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Hire
I can
me.
see it, John. Good call. Good
Hire
call.
me.
I can see
Hire
that.
me.
Good job,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Good job.
So, all right.
Um,
So we're about to enter the doors of the Roadhouse.
Well, actually, I was gonna say we could just segue into like, because I've got 2 TV seasons to review real quick before we do Roadhouse. So
Yeah, let's
I
go.
can just like this week we me and Nikki finished season 3 of Westworld. Okay, so
Nice.
to catch everybody up a little bit, we kind of got sucked in season 1. Season 2 was like kind of a bumpy ride, and then I promised a season 3 review this week, last week, because we hadn't quite all the way finished season 3 by last Sunday.
Yeah.
So in finishing season 3, I will definitely say the wagon that we have hitched to this TV show is definitely way the fuck off the rails. They did one thing right though. Because we are so close in time to season 4 coming out, because apparently season 4 of Westworld is coming out this summer, we will probably continue watching when season 4 premieres.
Nice.
We have not quit the show yet.
So
even
even
though
interested, so you like it.
I'd say it's more like interested in to the extent that we've invested so much time in this show, we kind of just want to see where it goes, I guess, and where it ends up. But this is one of those things, like the main thing I can say about Westworld in general and overall is, for all the different things they could have done with this TV show, or like, you know, the world that it is inhabited, you know what I mean, by the characters in this TV show, for all the directions they could have gone, a lot of the kind of like pathways of the storyline have just like, it's like, why would you go there, or why would you kind of like replay that trope, or that is so far out of left field, like why in general, you know what I mean? It's I really, the one thing that the show is keeping me coming back, but I really have not been a fan of probably over half of the different storylines in this TV show, over half. So it's like, even though the show's taking me in a direction I don't necessarily want to see it go, I am still watching. So as of right now, Westworld after 3 seasons is standing at like 6.5 inches out of 10. Okay, so you know,
Nice.
we're a little bit.
That's not
We're
bad.
we're a little bit above average, dude, but we're not necessarily bottoming out with the fucking size queens here. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's not Westworld. For the kind of content and some of the philosophical questions that Westworld makes you ask yourself, like, no shit, this TV show should be a lot fucking better than it is. That's my main gripe, is like, for some of the shit that they make you think about, like the TV show itself is very like mediocre. It is very, very, it's fucking like, it is it is like slightly stale, like white bread.
Can
You know what I mean?
I
It's a basic
ask,
ass, dude.
is this season coming up the last one?
I don't know. I don't know, and honestly, like there's a reason we hadn't finished season
Yeah,
3 up until last Sunday
'cause
because me and Nikki were like, we're losing interest like rapidly on this show. Like we're
Yeah,
having
'cause I'm-
conversations in the middle of episodes. I'm basically looking at my phone while certain characters interact because I'm not missing anything. Like it's literally like you can ignore like 20% of each episode and still be completely caught up going into the next one. It's
Yeah,
the show has gotten very bland. It's gotten predictable, and even if it's like they have to keep throwing fucking Hail Mary fucking twists at you to keep you fucking invested. The show. Honestly, it's very mediocre for all the shit that they could be doing with it. It's mediocre as fuck. It's very average. It's very bland. Like, and I really.
There's a reason I asked that because
It's vanilla. Do you like vanilla TV? It's fucking
Never.
vanilla, dude.
Well,
That show is so vanilla, dude.
pure
Like,
re-
it's just
the pure reason why I asked this question is because Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy, Jonathan Nolan, who is the brother of Christopher Nolan, by the way, director Christopher Nolan.
mm-hmm.
Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy, who co-created Westworld, are actually they're the ones doing Fallout, the TV show. Which is
Well,
good. So that's why
Well,
I ask
I
if
sure hope they do a better job on Fallout than they done Westworld.
yeah,
'cause
and that's
it's-
why I ask if
Yeah.
this is like a last season because if
I hope it. I mean, I hope so because they've gone so far through the freaking looking glass on this TV
it's
show. It's
dragging?
like it's dragging heavily, and it's becoming a struggle to get through episodes. That's really my main takeaway. Is like I don't know if the next season that's coming out shortly isn't the last season. I don't know if we'll continue watching. That's what I'm saying. Like we might work, like me and Nikki are both like on the verge of quitting this TV show. It's like it's okay, but I don't know if it's worth a fucking hour of my time, fucking however many nights in a row or whatever. So
Jesus,
I just
yeah.
want to say, Jason Gassis, good morning. The Menace or X the Menace. Boy, you've got a really scary sounding name.
That's
good
Drew
morning to you, and
Davis.
thank you for joining us.
The Menace
Drew
is Drew
Davis.
Davis.
Drew motherfucking Davis in the house.
That's the
Like,
Menace.
So so is Drew Davis like spamming us? Because like are both of those him?
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, the Menace. The Menace is Drew Davis. What's going on, my friend?
Good to
What's
see you guys.
happening, brother? Thank you
It's good
guys
to
for
see you.
coming
Good
in on
morning.
this wonderful Mother's Day. Hope you guys
Fuck
got
yeah,
your
Mother's
I
Day.
hope you guys got your gifts, got your flowers. You know,
So
I made my wife a bagel with cream cheese. What did you do for yours?
Yeah. So, in addition to finishing season 3 of Westworld this week, me and Nikki also we finished Ozark. So I believe it was season 4 of Ozark, or the second half of season 4 of Ozark was finally released, and we kind of like just murdered that. Like we went through, I think there was like 7 episodes released, and I think we finished it in like two days or 3 days.
Well,
But basically like an average of like two to 3 episodes of freaking a night until it was finished.
is this the
basically. So,
finale of it?
I believe so. But I could be wrong. I like remember like before you take any TV advice from your pal Jay, remember that like I've despised that freaking medium for a long time, and so I get very jaded and bitter and cynical when it comes to TV shows and movies and stuff. So, take anything I say with a big ass grain of salt when it involves television with me. So,
True.
Ozark.
Yeah, let's hear about Ozark.
Um.
Hey Jay, by the way, you may be in charge of comments today because I can't see them.
Okay, no problem. That's too easy. I've got my shit pulled up on the old face space. You know what I'm saying?
The face
Let me open
space,
up
yep.
Let me open up this Modelo Negra. All right,
Oh,
freaking.
Modelo.
Dude, it's the choice. It's the choice of any mother lover, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta bottoms up, baby. Happy Mother's Day. Happy fucking Mother's Day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bottoms up.
So.
They're
All right, so Ozark.
yeah, nah.
And I want to make it very clear here. I will not be injecting like spoilers into this. This will be just a very kind of plain review overall of the show overall. I remember getting started on this show. I don't know how long ago with my beautiful girlfriend Nikki. Enjoyed it enough to continue like watching it. I liked some of the storylines. I had some ideas for some of the characters. This is another TV show that heavily relies on fucking surprises and twists to kind of keep you involved. Also another show very similar to Westworld, where I could sit there and fucking like ignore shit on my phone for like 10 minutes at a time and still be fucking caught up at the end of the episode because I'm not a moron. You know what I mean? I don't need to be like I don't need to be fucking spoon-fed fucking dumb shit from a fucking TV show, but whatever. That's just me. I will say this, from reading other reviews and some of the reactions of people at the what I believe is the series finale, I was not disappointed in the ending per se, any more than I was like happy it ended that way. I was very neutral on the ending, so I want to put that out there immediately. Like, I didn't think the ending was terrible, nor did I think it was some groundbreaking, like, awesome, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, ending of a TV show.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised by the ending. I will say that I was a little surprised. So I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that like I had it all figured out, because I definitely fucking didn't. But overall, like, I will say this: Ozark was, for what it was a good show. Definitely not my favorite TV show of all time. I'm again like kind of harkening back to like what I said earlier about maybe making TV shows and movies about good people. I'm really getting tired of this trope that's kind of, or this trend that's kind of continued in our society with our TV shows. Like, I'm really getting tired of watching TV shows that the entire cast of characters are basically just giant pieces of shit. It's really
It's a trend.
depressing.
It's definitely a trend now. Yeah, I could see that.
Well, it's really fucking depressing watching a TV show and hoping that the main characters, you know, that you're supposed to be watching and care about fucking die because they deserve it. You know what I mean? It's depressing. Watching Ozark was kind of like an emotional roller coaster, because I knew before watching every episode, parts of that episode were going to leave me very depressed, no matter what. So it was like basically like forcing myself to get depressed at least, you know, once or twice an hour for however many episodes that fucking TV show has. You know what I mean? There are some incredibly sad moments. There are some incredibly poignant moments where they kind of deep dive into like human interaction and the meaning of our feelings towards each other, and, you know, how far would you go type shit, whatever. And I'm not going to deny that TV show definitely does a very good job of that. Again, though, kind of like attaching this to my Westworld review, don't expect me to call this the greatest TV show of all time just because it does that and tugs on my fucking heartstrings. You know what we call that shit in fucking the Army? Tiny heart syndrome, dude. Like, just because you can make me fucking force a couple of tears out of my eyes doesn't make you a good fucking TV show. It just means it means I have a fucking heart and I have feelings. Like, Ozark is not the greatest TV show of all time. I'm giving it the same exact review as fucking Westworld, same score, 6.5 inches out of fucking 10. As a matter of fact, I'm chopping a half inch off. Ozark as a series gets like a fucking 6 out of 10. Very average, very, again, basic as fuck, very mediocre. If you like your TV shows fucking mediocre, fucking saddle up, kids. Because, dude, that shit's basic as fuck, dude. Like, the shit is getting so predictable. Like I said, with the tropes, everybody's a piece of shit, that they have to fucking rely on surprises. They have to rely on twist endings. They have to rely on this. They have to rely on cliffhangers like every episode.
Right.
How shitty is your TV show when you have to have a fucking cliffhanger every episode just to keep people coming back? Like, your TV show basically sucks. I'm sorry. Like, very mediocre. Fucking Ozark, not a fan, dude. Like, it was. I don't feel like I completely wasted my time, but I'll be goddamned if I ever watch it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll be goddamned. Like, that was no fucking like masterclass in fucking TV. Okay. If you want like a masterclass in TV, like watch like fucking Hannibal or some shit, dude. Cause like that was a fucking TV show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking this bullshit, dude. Like this bullshit, like Westworld and Ozark, dude. Like just for as many episodes as me and Nikki have watched together, those two TV shows, like, boy, could we have been done doing some other shit. You know what I mean? Like dead ass. We could have been doing some other shit. So whatever.
Now you fucking know.
Now I know. No one's half the battle. You know, G.I. Joe. Oh, and by the way, kids, in case you never got told. When they say knowing is half the battle, I just want to remind you guys, the other half is extreme violence. All right. So, John, would you care to join me in Jay's Roadhouse?
Oh, the Roadhouse. Let's go.
Oh fuck yeah! I can't wait.
And here we are.
All right. So, woo-wee. Saddle up, partners. Here we go. Another week at Jay's Roadhouse. All right. So this week I actually didn't do any crazy events as far as like working like actual security. I totally covered Morgan Wallen last week. So if you want to hear my Morgan Wallen review / what it was like doing security for him, you can tune into last week's episode. This week I did attend a concert though with my beautiful girlfriend Nikki. We saw a band called The Who, and that's not The Who like the classic rock band. This is like a Mongolian like rock group, and boy are they fucking awesome. And by the way, The Who is spelled H-U. Okay, so not like who goes there. It's The Who. Okay. Holy shit, these guys fucking rock. All right, what a bunch of fucking badasses. If you guys have never seen this shit, go on YouTube, look up The Who and look up a song called Wolf Totem. Okay, like it basically sums them up as like a group. All right, these guys like they don't speak English. Okay, but for a group that doesn't speak English and can barely like, they had a few phrases that they obviously have like memorized, and like that's all they said to the crowd. But their music got everybody so fucking fired up. It makes you want to charge the fields into your destiny, you know, with a fucking sword over your head, you know, blood on your face, and just screaming, you know, your ever loving heart out. Like they fill you with that warrior spirit. What a bunch of fucking badasses. So as far as a review for actually attending a concert for once instead of trying to be a fucking security guard at one, The Who gets a fucking badass, super solid, fucking thick, veiny 9 fucking inches out of 10, dude. Dude, we're talking like shit is gonna get blown out.
I have to agree. I have to agree. They're fucking
ropes
great.
Of jism, dude, from all the fucking wargasms you have fucking listening to them, dude. Like, fucking badass.
They play with the Mongolian instrument too, which is
do.
fucking amazing. It looks like a giant bass of some sort. It's amazing. It's amazing. No disrespect to the culture, because I don't know what the name of the instrument is.
They really put on a great show. They had, you know, me and Nikki had a great time. And I don't want to turn a very positive review negative, but I definitely want to say that I was a little disappointed in the security posture of that particular venue. I don't exactly know like the ins and the outs, and I don't want to freaking, you know, like I said, I don't want to freaking be too overly negative about it. But
yeah, it
was, having now done security for concerts, seeing kind of like their posture and like how they kind of ran things at that particular venue, like it gave me pause for thought. Put it that way. Just gave me a little bit of pause for thought. I don't like being overly critical about stuff.
Soaking a little knowledge.
If I was going to give like an AR, I definitely would have had a few things for improvements for next time. Let me put it that way. Let me just put it that way.
Did anyone get hurt?
No, fuck no. No. It wasn't. There weren't like mosh pits or anything like that. And
okay.
that's where I'll say, you know, as far as like the security posture, like it wasn't like crazy in there. It was just more like, put it this way, like let's talk about like a worst case scenario. Do you remember that nightclub that caught on fire back in the early 2000s and like 100 people died?
Absolutely. It was with the White Shark.
Great White?
The Great White, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's call that like the absolute fucking worst case scenario, right? That is your baseline for, that is as bad as it gets on a night when you go to a club to see a concert, right? That is the worst case scenario, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. If that is your baseline for the worst, start there. And so anything you're not doing or not doing enough of to keep it back into like best case scenario, where we're talking like best case scenario, let's do like a stadium tour. You know, something like Garth Brooks, George Strait. An entire stadium fills up, like a football stadium fills up to see a country concert, and you have like 0 injuries, 0 anything. Everybody's in and out, you know, in a somewhat timely manner, blah, 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 right? That's your best case, okay? Yep. We'll call it that. Somewhere on that scale, obviously in between those two things was like the Who concert we went to. I was just like I said, if it was an AR, I would definitely have some things to improve on for next time for those fine
Interesting.
gentlemen that were working that venue that particular evening. So that's just me. But as far as the music, the Who freaking definitely like gaped my ass, dude. It was amazing.
Dare I say.
So
So
yeah.
No, but that's pretty cool. I mean, the first time I heard of the Who, I was watching a live concert. Actually, I can't remember what the concert was, but they were one of like the opening acts. And we're talking coronavirus times when they were doing virtual
Right.
concerts.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably one of the greatest things that came out of coronavirus was the
Agreed.
virtual concerts.
I think more of them should be utilized and more of them should be done.
Yeah, I mean, Under Oath just did one just recently, and it's actually kind of cool that this happened. Papa Roach did one, Architects did one. Oh god, I saw maybe like 10 of them during the duration of and actually one of them.
By the way, for all the shit I talked about Papa Roach last week, dude, like I think it's really cool they did a virtual concert. I really do. I think it's fun.
and they did a
I think it's
virtual
big.
concert for their first album too. They just played their first album.
That's-
It was a cool little event. It was because
That's awesome.
the tour got canceled because they were just like, well, we
Right.
got to do something.
I agree, and you know what? I can talk all that shit.
Oh
and,
yeah, listen.
and just be funny about it, and because it's so easy to talk shit, right? The reality is I'm not a rock and roll star. I'm not Papa Roach. I don't know what those dudes have been through. That's just me talking shit out of my ass, basically. Just being.
Hey, that
being
was funny though. Brandon got you
trying
real
to be-
good that word.
That's exactly what it is. Just me trying to be funny, basically,
Yeah.
just being a dick.
which,
So
by the
like,
way,
the
what-
reality is like I think that's really cool.
I
Papa
wanna
Roach,
give a big
Papa
shout-
Roach is not nearly as bad as I make them sound.
Yeah, and I just want to say big shout out to Jay for bringing in our guests last week. Yumi and Laura, who were fantastic guests, hilarious. It was actually my favorite episode.
I'm
so-
looking forward to hearing whatever they put out last night, because I swear to God, if they don't seriously like stroke us off for being like the badasses that we are on their show, dude, I am gonna fuck them up, dude. I'm gonna fuck them up.
Daddy, chill.
Okay. Well, I'm chilling.
John,
I'm chilling,
dude,
I'm
real
chilling.
quick. I totally just got reminded. Did you see the fights last night?
No, what? Okay, I need to
Oh.
ask you something. What happened?
Oh.
What happened at the?
Oh,
Wait a minute. What happened at the weigh-ins?
dude, it's a fucking shit show. The UFC is a fucking. Can we?
Real quick, yeah. Tell me what.
Oh,
break it down
man,
for me
fuck.
real quick before we get into Rainbow Six, because I need to hear
Oh my
what
god,
happened.
I was gonna say, okay, let me try to do this as fast as I possibly can. Charles Oliveira missed weight, okay, before
By
his
how
championship
much? Because
fight,
I heard about that.
half a pound. He was stripped of his
That's
title.
a lot, actually.
He was stripped of his title. In the meantime, so Justin Gaethje could have won if he won the fight. Justin Gaethje could be the champion if he won.
And there was no fight.
Oh no, I'm getting there. Don't worry. If Oliveira wins, it's a vacant title now, right? So now, Tony Ferguson fought last night against Michael Chandler, former freaking
Strike Force. Is it
was it
Strike
Force or Bellator? Bellator?
Bellator. Excuse me.
Dude, Tony Ferguson is in the shadow realm right now. Tony
Is he
Ferguson
re-
got
he's
knocked
done?
the fuck out. Oh, he got knocked the fuck out.
Baby.
Like dead.
Tony
Dead
Ferguson
on the
got
floor, knocked the
out
fuck-
last
poor
night
Tony
by Michael
Ferguson, dude.
Chandler.
Poor Tony Ferguson, dude. It was a flash kick. It was a flash kick to like he hit him with the ball. He hit him with the fucking the ball of his foot, fucking like flush on the fucking chin. And Tony Ferguson was out before his body even started falling, dude. Like, you need to see the replay on this shit. Like, Rose Namajunas lost her fucking title in the most boring fight in UFC history.
Rose
5 rounds
Namajunas
of-
lost her title too?
Oh yeah,
To
because
who?
because I don't even know, because fucking the fight was so boring, dude. Like, that was the worst. Like, UFC fans are calling it the worst fight of all time.
The
in
worst
UFC.
fight of all time? Holy
And
shit.
it was such a stinker that Rose Namajunas lost it by basically just
The
doing
Thug
nothing.
Rose performed
The Thug Rose
the
did absolutely nothing. Lost
worst
her title.
fight in UFC
Now-
history.
I want you to tell me who you think might have won, Charles Oliveira and Justin Gaethje.
Oliveira,
Okay, he did. How fast do you think it happened?
second round.
First round, rear naked choke.
He choked out Justin Gaethje in the first round.
Justin Gaethje got too much of a fucking hard on, fucking rushed him too fast. He got a knock. Justin Gaethje knocked Oliveira down, and as soon as it was on the ground, it turned into fucking Oliveira's game. And because Gaethje was like overexcited. You know, like, have you ever seen somebody get overexcited, like in a fight or a wrestling match?
Yeah.
And it's like you try to do too much at one time, and like that's how you get fucking.
He probably tried
fucked
to
up.
get into his mental because he thought he was already mentally fucked up from the weight loss. So all of
So now we have a
won the
so
fight.
now we have
vacant. Now we have a vacant title.
we have a and it's shit show. Just a fucking shit show. Like the lightweight division is in fucking ruins right now, dude. In fucking ruins right now.
Because of half a pound.
For half a pound. So, hey, would this be a good time? Do you want to do like a quick break, and then like we can do our fucking sponsor shout outs, do a quick break, and then go into like, what do you think? What do you think?
Yeah. So then we'll get into Rainbow Six. So yeah, guys.
Right.
Hey, guys, make sure that you guys use code DD214 Gaming on Rogue Energy today. And before we get into our next commercial, what do you got to say about that, Jay?
I just gotta say, man, if you're looking for some good mother love tonight, Rogue Energy will fucking get you there. When you go quietly, secretly into the bathroom to open up your cabinet to get that little blue pill, right? Don't forget to chug some Rogue. All right, get back in there, Tiger. Give that mother,
Tiger.
get that mother the love she deserves on Mother's Day. You fucking mother lover, you. Go Rogue Energy.
Hell yeah. So we're getting into it? You want me to pop another commercial?
Oh shit, I'm down. I just keep it rolling, bro.
All right, so
do your thing, man. I'm following your lead, homie.
So last week we had gotten into a conversation about like different lures and stuff like that, and you know, one of those lures I brought up was like Rainbow Six and the Ghost Recon thing.
Yep.
And something,
I remember
you know,
that.
really lit a fire under my ass when I brought up Rainbow Six, because for those who don't know, well, let me ask you this, Jay. Do you know why Rainbow Six was made?
I remember, I've read the book by Tom Clancy. I mean, is that what you're kind of asking? Or
No, like, do you know the
like-
reason why that game specifically was made?
I probably not. No, I probably.
So that's
hey,
so
Joe
that-
Squillini.
Joe
It's
Squillini.
Joe
Joe
Squillini.
Squillini.
time, everybody. Hey, what's up, Joe? Good to see you, buddy.
My
Always good to
brother.
have you, man. I'm sorry, John. I interrupted you. Go
Oh,
ahead.
no. So that's probably, so I'm pretty sure. So what did you read up about Rainbow Six Patriots?
I didn't read a lot about Patriots. I wanted to hear, because like.
Oh, look at that. It comes up on our stream. The comment. It's right there on the screen.
Wait, what?
Look at the broadcast, motherfucker. Look at that.
I am.
I
What
know
do you-
you're
what-
old, but you're not blind, right? Look at that.
With Squillini?
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about?
it's right on
I
the
never saw-
screen, man. Let's go.
I never saw that before either.
Hell
Are you
yeah.
doing that?
That shit's been there for 3 weeks and it's never worked.
And now it is?
And now it's working.
Well, shit, dude. It must be a good fucking day, John. Goddamn.
Shit. Well, yeah. So, anyways, so Rainbow Six Patriots. This was probably one of the biggest mysteries of all time, and I'm gonna start off real quick with a clip.
Okay.
So this clip,
Sure.
this clip that I'm about to show, I'll put it up. I will show it to you
Okay.
so you
You-
could see it.
Are you gonna need me muted?
No. Remember, we're not on Restream no more. There's no echo.
Roger
They're
that.
trying to get us back. It ain't happening, Restream. We're with XSplit. We're affiliated with XSplit. Like, no.
Oh, they're trying to get us back now?
Yeah, no.
No, fuck that.
Okay,
No,
so
we don't fuck around here.
the video that I am about to show you guys, I'm just gonna have to cover our faces here for a second.
You're fine.
It's actually quite interesting because this is from the game Ghost Recon Wildlands. Just listen to this clip, okay?
Got you, homie.
You know, it's nice to see the rainbows and the ghosts can work together. A little interagency cooperation never hurts.
Maybe we'll get to do it again. We come down here to play every now and then.
Hey, I heard something about an op you guys ran that went south. Operation Patriots, ring any bells?
Who told you about that?
I have my sources.
Tell your sources to mind their business. Patriots is very classified.
So you won't tell me what happened?
Not even with a knife to my throat.
Ooh.
So the mystery, and this is such a cool Easter egg because it really brought in to show like how serious the
It was gonna be.
cancellation of this game was, and how
Right.
you know, and it kind of brings into question what the story was going to be about. So before we get into the whys, we're going to get
Mhm.
into the what. So what the
I want-
so what the fuck is Rainbow Six Patriots? Rainbow Six Patriots was a domestic terrorist game that took place in New York City. You follow the guy named Wolf and his team. I think it was Team Rainbow Echo Team Rainbow Echo, and they're going in and they're going after these guys called the True Patriots. And the True Patriots are Americans who are frustrated with the banks, with the rich guys. It's not a Far Cry. It's what it's not a Far
Kind
Cry.
of like what's starting to happen like right now.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
mean,
like?
and I mean we've had domestic terrorists, Timothy
Yeah.
McVeigh. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We'll start off with Timothy McVeigh, and I bring
the,
up
the Olympic Park bomber.
the Olympic Park bomber. That was 1996.
6?
Yeah,
Yep.
that was in Atlanta. That's right.
Yep.
That was the year that Kurt Angle won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Mm-hmm. And that was only 2 years before the Undertaker threw Mankind 20 feet off the top of Hell in a Cell.
The facts are straight, homies. The facts are straight.
I'm telling you, dude.
So-
I'm telling you.
So the game was supposed to come. So the game was in development 2012. I think it was supposed to come out 2014 or whatever the date was, and we dealt with domestic terrorism. We dealt with people who were trying to deal with the bullshit that was going on. We were going through. Here we go. And Joe Squillian says current real world situations is why Rainbow Six Patriot was canceled. Yeah, we're gonna get to that too, because there was a lot more than that happened too. Because so we have creative director David Sears, which he talks about the game and the reason why he chose domestic terrorists because they wanted the player to challenge emotional and psychological levels. Okay, so which is very interesting because not only if you guys remember, there was Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2, which were probably one of the greatest games of all time, and they were very intense. You're fighting terrorists and stuff like that, and now we're coming into a game that takes place in New York City where we're dealing with a bigger enemy. We're talking about a post 9/11 New York City here. Real life and in-game world. So the stakes are already high. The next thing that we have here is that the game itself, what Vegas was amazing. I have to agree. The Vegas 1 and 2 changed the game when it comes to Rainbow Six games. 80% of the game was going to be played by Team Rainbow, right? And 20% of the game was going to be the POV of civilians, first responders, and true patriots. Okay, we know nothing of the story. We know nothing of the story.
So all we have is a little bit of what gameplay footage and nothing of like kind of where they were going with the storyline.
Absolutely.
What was the okay, so up to present day, what do we know about the people that worked on it, or why are they being so tight-lipped? Like why did the game cancellation turn into like being so secretive?
Well, to get into that, so they're secretive. I have no answer on that. I just think
Because it would be if I mean you're talking about somebody them making a Rainbow Six video game, so like hundreds of people had to be on some level involved. Yes.
Oh yeah, so the development team had over about either close to or around 200 people, and
none of those 200 people have confirmed, denied, freaking XYZ, like what the fuck, anything.
They've been very quiet about it, and this is where it gets interesting too, because while we're talking about like what the game was about too, there was a lot of things that a lot of people were complaining about, and one of them was the moral choices, like civilian deaths were tolerated, which is a major thing that never happened in video games.
What do you mean? I was fucking blasting civilians in fucking GTA 3.
We're talking about other games. We're talking about war games.
I don't. I don't understand. What's the difference?
So
Like,
in
what
a
did people think that? What did people think the fucking difference was of a
So if
fucking
you're
an
playing,
NPC?
so let's say you're
Like,
playing a Call of Duty game and you shoot an NPC who's a civilian who's not part of the battle, the game stops. You know, you have to start the level over. You know,
yeah,
that's usually
which I disagree with. I think it should be.
rules of if you're in the you're in wartime.
If that's the parameters of the game, I agree. But again, like, if it's part of the fucking story, I don't is what I'm not understanding. I really don't understand the fucking why that would. What the fuck is the goddamn what is the controversy?
and I'm about to get to that too because there was
I love
so
you,
much.
John. I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry.
you're good because because I'm about to answer your question right now. And Joe Squilini, working in tech and having a background in software dev, NDAs are signed, leaks normally happen, but yes, sometimes stuff happens, and this is a case of stuff happening because
I was gonna say it.
they are so
I've never
secretive.
heard of fucking 200 people fucking keeping their mouths shut.
Well, here's
there's
the
an old
thing.
saying in the you know, in certain communities, you know, three can keep a secret if two are dead. You know what I mean? And
now
when you're talking about dozens and hundreds of people, like, why? Like, I'm shocked that nothing's come out. Honestly.
well, here's
Dead
the
ass.
thing because it went from well, there was still more because I'm about to get to what happened to those 200 people.
I'm sorry. You go
No,
go
you're
right
good.
ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
So
go ahead.
first off, the news was it became news. You know, the information came out, the trailer came out, and there's even a trailer that's never been released before that hasn't been released to this day that no one's ever seen. That was supposed to be released for E3. So
This is fucking hilarious, dude.
yeah, and it's crazy. Isn't this crazy, Jay?
Well, I believe it because it's freaking it makes. What year was it supposed to come out or what
around
year?
2012?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and Joe Squilini, if employment can be on the line, you would be tight-lipped about it too. And there's so much.
I disagree to an extent. I understand what you're saying, Squilini. I disagree to an extent though, because that would be like in my when I was employed with my previous employer, being the United States Army. If I was witness to fucking war crimes, I would have to fucking report somebody, right? So, and my job would very well depend on it. Like, right? Like, my entire livelihood could depend on me staying tight-lipped about seeing something wrong, right? But what would the right thing? So, like, I understand exactly what you're saying, where there's a pressure on employees to bow to whatever might be contained in their NDAs. But if their NDA, if the NDA doesn't cover fucking bullshit, you shouldn't have to stay tight-lipped about bullshit. Is my point. That's one of those
true.
like.
And I agree with that. And also, we have to remember the game was supposed to be the next foundation for Ubisoft. This game was supposed to be
Right.
The game was actually. I have notes here. I can't believe it.
Is the failure of this game the reason Ubisoft has gone to such shit in the last decade?
I'll get to that.
Oh my god! Like, am I just asking all the right questions here, dude?
You
like,
are
what's going on
actually.
here?
So
I feel like I'm freaking like Jackie Chan,
yeah,
dude.
so
Like,
so the news came
the
in.
questions here.
And the news, you know, they said that the game appeared shallow and it demonized patriotism. Okay, now, which you know,
Say it again. Say it again. It does what?
It appeared shallow and it demonized patriotism. This is what Fox 5 said. Fox 5 said this, and now I just want to say, everyone has a different level of patriotism in this country. You have it, I have it. Joe Schmo down the block, little shithead Allen down the street has it. We all have different levels of patriotism. So I don't think that comment makes sense, because I think that patriotism could be defined in different ways.
I don't disagree with that at all, and I don't know why people are so scared of the thought that there can be such a thing as like being too patriotic.
Yeah, because
I mean, it's
even
like,
if their actions
you know,
are wrong in the game, like the true patriots, even if their actions are wrong, maybe their ideas are correct.
Well, and you know, and that gets into a big philosophical debate over you know, do the ends justify the means and blah 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 blah. Here's a question I got to ask: If a game is made and it's meant for adult audiences, i.e., like a mature rated game or even possibly an AO, you know, which has never really been we've never had an AO game released. Like, if only adults are supposed to be using or utilizing this content, why in the fuck do they care so much?
Bingo. So
Like seriously, like if this is for adults, like you're basically saying like adults aren't responsible enough to understand the difference between patriotism and being overzealous. Like
word.
I'm just
I agree
asking
with that.
questions
No,
here.
I agree with that. And so after this, David Sears, the creative director, wanted to have an intelligent conversation on Fox News and felt he could make a compelling, driven story meaningful.
Okay.
You know, and that's pretty much it with the story.
Well, what was the result of that? Like, did he ever go on Fox News and like, did he ever have that conversation?
No, he was fired. He was let go from Ubisoft and was replaced by Jean Sebastian Decant, who
That would be so. That would be the last decade of fucking Ubisoft going into the shitter, basically.
okay, and this is where it gets crazy. So that 200 development team went down to 26.
Right.
Those 26 people, okay? So I have these in my notes here. Creative directors that developers were in and out. They missed crucial deadlines of the game. Okay? And then all of a sudden, Rainbow Six Siege was revealed. During all this. During this whole thing. Okay? 26 people. Okay? And while I get to this, so in between the missed deadlines and the reveal, they were using an engine called Anvil Next. Anvil Next was being used for games like Assassin's Creed. Anvil Next could not handle a first-person shooter game, and that was the biggest issue. It was not able to be used on the next gen of that time, which at that time the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox Ones were coming out, and the engine that was being used was not going to be able to handle an Xbox One. It was going to look like shit. So Lionel Renaud, the
John, you just never mind.
ATT. What the fuck is that? Or whatever.
The what?
So Lionel Renaud, who was the creative VP of Montreal at the time. Lionel Renaud at the time was the creative VP of Montreal Ubisoft, and he explained that they were tired of making single-player military mission experiences that triggered human player presences. So they wanted to refresh everything, and they still wanted that shock and awe that you get from a single-player game. So they completely scrapped the idea and created Team Unbreakable. And the Team Unbreakable was the development team behind Rainbow Six Patriots. And during this time, they learned in the development of Patriots that destructible environments were a thing now in the Unreal Engine. They were able to do all these new things.
Oh my fucking god! Come on, dude. They had destructible environments in like Battlefield Bad Company.
But this was different.
That shit was like 20 fucking years ago.
But this was different. We're talking about up close and personal. Actually, listen. You played Siege, Jay. You played.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. Yeah, it's fucking. I'm just calling. Like, I'm calling bullshit on the whole thing. Like it's fucking. This is garbage, dude. They're making fucking excuses for.
We're talking. Listen, we're talking 10 years ago. Okay, Battlefield was used. You
act like that was a long time ago, though. That's no, it really wasn't.
I understand that, but Battlefield and Rainbow Six, their engines were so completely different. When
sure,
Battlefield. When we talk about Battlefield, we're talking about large scale battles.
Okay. Let me. I'm not going to backtrack because I stand exactly by what I said. Yeah. But I'm not backtracking. But let me explain it just a little bit. What my point actually was destructible environments should be mandatory in every fucking game.
Absolutely.
Because they had it that fucking long ago on the original Xbox. Like Battlefield Bad Company, fucking goddamn destructible environments like 20 fucking years ago. Like this should be a mandatory thing and it's still like dude, I don't give a fuck. Like,
but think about the development of what it took to come to that.
Okay, this is called finishing a fucking video game before you release it. Okay, and that's why I don't buy any of these excuses anymore, and I call bullshit on the entire video game industry. This is why the American video game industry is in the fucking toilet right now. Okay, like the shit that we should have in video games right now, we don't have right now because we let the fucking developers and the companies fucking tell us what we want.
Absolutely.
This is them being fucking lazy. Every fucking war game should have a fucking destructible environment. That's war.
I agree.
Like,
but we are talking about
been mandatory so long ago.
And I agree. But we're talking about two different companies with two different engines and we're talking
And
about
both of them
Ubisoft.
fucked, and both of them fucked the consumer.
And Ubisoft,
Surprise.
well, who doesn't fuck the consumer? Ubisoft did not have that technology because whoever who
That wasn't their.
who-
Yeah, that
it wasn't their
that was-
technology. They didn't have it. They
Right.
had to create it. So they found out that they were able to do it. So with that, there were so many problems, and this is where it gets crazy. The game crashed on them, and they lost the frame rates. Everything was unsalvageable. The game fucked up. It was over. There was no way that they were able to bring this game back because the engine completely fucked the game up. It was terrible. So Team Unbreakable, which the reason why it was called Team Unbreakable was create a moral boost and to focus on destructible elements, decided that we cannot do Patriots because it's not working for this next gen system. So they decided to create Siege, a online multiplayer tactical shooter experience. Which Jay, you like the game. You have said
it was all right. It was all right, but I didn't like it so well that I still play it. Like I deleted that game off my hard drive so long ago because like that's a game. The only way to be good at that game is to play it like 3 hours a day, and I ain't got that kind of time for anything.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like
I quit
that game over a year ago, bro.
Yeah, I still play it. I play it on PC. I love it.
I haven't touched that shit in so
Yeah.
long, dude. Like I don't. It's not even on our Xboxes anymore.
Yeah. So to break this all down, the failures of Rainbow Six Patriots, a controversial first-person shooter game about domestic terrorism in New York. Its failures were the reason that brought Rainbow Six Siege to life, which to this day, I mean, Ubisoft has come out with Rainbow Six Breakpoint, Wildlands, which were both successful and failures at the same time.
Yeah, we've gotten force fed
Yeah.
a bunch of bullshit from the entire fucking video game industry, and I call bullshit on all of it, literally all of it.
Yep.
Like it's garbage. It's garbage. The games like this don't get produced. It's garbage that we get fucking spoon fed, and told what we're capable as adults of deconstructing in our own minds. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
the fact that people think it's irresponsible in 2010, 2012, 2015, 2022, doesn't matter. The fact that there's other adults out there that think other adults in the world aren't as responsible as them and they have to be like told what's okay to like deal with or like, that's exactly what the rating system is for.
Yeah.
And like if a kid isn't supposed to be playing the fucking game, that's fine. I get it. Then don't let the fucking kid play the goddamn game. But I'm a fucking adult. Like, I don't need... if there's controversial subject matter, like, I can handle that. Thanks. I'm 41 years old. I don't need a fucking babysitter, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Get the fuck out of here, like, with your fucking controversial... Like, it's not even controversial. It's made-up controversy is what it is. It's legitimately, like, it's a made-up controversy.
It was Fox News at it again.
Oh, surprise. The bastion of fucking, like, free thinkers fucking nationwide, Fox News, right?
Yep.
What a
man.
fucking joke, dude.
And check out this website commercial to promote our website. We'll be back with the news.
Fuck yeah.
Remember, guys, the website is www.dd214gaming.live. Check it out today. So news. We got a bunch of news, some exciting stuff.
Yeah?
I mean, let's kind of to start off first. Xbox Live was down for 24 hours.
I would say I don't even know if it was really 24 hours per se, but it was
a
something
long
happened.
time.
Well, for us it was like Friday, like late afternoon, early evening, and it basically got to a point where we just kind of quit trying. You know what I mean? Like within a whatever time span. And then when I came home from work yesterday, I worked yesterday for a little bit. When I came home from work yesterday, it was still down. I checked this morning before we went live. It is back up as of the last time I had my Xbox on. It is back up. This is just one of those things where I just wanted to talk a little shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And oh by the way, not about Xbox. I want to talk shit to all of my fellow consumers out there You remember when y'all said fucking we don't need discs anymore? Remember when y'all said fucking like, oh, everything's fine if it's on the cloud, fucking blah, blah, blah. These last 24 hours just showed how fucking big of a fucking expensive ass brick you own if you're not connected.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Seriously.
Just throwing it out there.
And I'm guilty of it because all my games are digital.
We all are. We all are. We all are. We are all guilty of. Again, this is the consumer allowing the person making the product to tell the consumer what they actually want. I want a fucking auxiliary fucking port in my fucking phone so I can have attachable fucking earbuds in them. I want a fucking disc in my motherfucking video game. Because if the fucking power goes out and I gotta hook my fucking system up to a goddamn gas operated generator, okay, fucking, I can still play a fucking video game with a disc in it. I don't need the fucking internet to play a fucking video game, motherfucker. Holy fucking shit. None of this should be fucking rocket science. The technology is only as good as its fucking first failure point. And the first failure point of every fucking next gen console right now is fucking the internet and electricity. You should not have to be attached to the fucking internet to play a fucking video game. That is fucking stupid. It has been stupid since they fucking like opened it up. The only thing it works for is when the internet's working. That's it. You know, John, do you know how many games I have on my fucking Xbox right now? And I didn't discover this until fucking Xbox Live went down.
Tell me.
1. And you know what it is? GTA 5. A game I didn't even want to play. I'm in the middle of a fucking playthrough on Fable.
You don't own it though, right?
I'm in the middle of a playthrough on Fable right now. I did not want to play GTA 5 fucking last night, so I didn't. My Xbox just sat
own
fucking.
It though.
I didn't want to play it. I'm not in.
I'm saying you didn't buy it.
I think Nikki got it for me. It came on when she got the Xbox for that Christmas. She had it on there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you let me know.
That was the only game I have on there. It's not. And I was like, well, I guess I'm not playing fucking games tonight. Fucking, that was it. Like that, because I have an Xbox and by the way, it's an awesome Xbox. This is not about the Xbox. This is about the fact that like there's no disc port on it, and there's nothing I can do about that.
I have over 160 games done digital.
Yeah, see, I don't, and I've got an original Xbox that still plays fucking, and that plays discs. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Next we have Rocket League.
What's this? Rocket League. What?
Okay, so Rocket League, it's car soccer. It's actually free.
Okay.
It's a fun game. We should play, my wife likes it. And you're in a car and you're playing soccer. Okay?
Okay.
You have to, bump the car and shit. You have to bump the ball. It's such a fun game. But they used to have voice chat, but the voice chat got taken off. So they added like a text chat. And the text chat is even worse because all you see is like get cancer, you're a fuckwad, go die.
That really sounds toxic as fuck.
It's a Rocket League, and I've said this in our episodes that are no longer available on air. I've said it before. Rocket League is the most toxic gaming community out there. They are terrible. And let me. I used to play with these Scottish guys, and all I saw was get cancer, get cancer, get cancer, get cancer. That's all I saw on the on the text. And voice chat is coming. Oh, motherfuckers are getting banned, bro.
Oh, dude, I hope they do. Jesus Christ, like I don't play video games to try to get more pissed off. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to calm down, and fucking have fun when I play video games, bro. Yep. Jesus, that sounds not cool. Yeah. Not fucking cool.
Next, this is actually the last video game news I have because we actually have a bunch of military news that we have to talk about today, which is actually a relief, which is actually really nice to hear, right?
Right.
So Gotham Knights, the video game it's like an alternate timeline Batman game without Batman. Batman's possibly the bad guy in this, which is really cool.
That sounds fun. That sounds interesting.
And the rumors that people think this is a 4-player co-op may actually be true. And
Really?
it may support online play. And if it is, Jay, I mean, I guess I'll be seeing you in the Batgirl suit because I guess we're gonna play some Gotham Knights on Game Pass, homie. You know,
I'm gonna play the shit out of Batgirl,
you
dude.
know, and
My
it's-
God.
You know, I'm excited, man. I'm very excited for this game to come out. I've played every Batman game. I'll play them again.
I haven't, so
They are really
Big
good.
fun.
If you want to play a game, go on the Game Pass. There's a few of them on there. If you want to play a badass, violent Batman game where you could beat the fuck of whoever the fuck you want to,
Yeah.
Batman Arkham Knight is the best Batman game that they're out there. It's open world.
Okay.
It's fucking, you get multiple bat suits that you could choose from.
This sounds like a game I might do on our Twitch, dude. Like I
think you
we
would
totally
highly-
haven't told we totally haven't told people like I'm on Twitch.
Oh yeah.
right?
What's your Twitch
I'm on-
name, Jay?
Johnny
Johnny Tower 213.
Is that my my Twitch
That's your
name?
Twitch.
I don't. John knows my Twitch name because I'm fucking stupid and I don't do a lot of this stuff. But we got it hooked up. I figured out how to make it work. So maybe I should play a
You should play
character.
Batman.
Maybe I should challenge myself. You know, because everybody's scared of challenging themselves. Maybe I should play as a fucking character that I despise in a video
There you
game.
go.
You know,
And I also want
challenge
to
myself and challenge my own ways of thinking.
let
know?
you know there's a new game on Game Pass. It's a samurai game. It's called Trek to Yomi.
Oh yeah,
It's a side-scroller samurai game. I haven't played it yet. I'll probably play it today or tomorrow.
interesting.
But go check it out. It's as a vow to his dying master, the young swordsman Hiroki is sworn to protect his town and the people he loves against all threats. Faced with tragedy and bound to duty, the lone samurai must voyage beyond life and death to confront himself and decide his path forward.
Interesting.
So
Sounds
it's
like,
it's a
Ghost of
side
Tsushima.
it's a side scroller game though.
Right.
So
Right.
but it's you're slicing people up and shit. So I think that actually I've been meaning to suggest that game to you for a while. So that might be
I might check that out. I might check that out.
Might be
There's
a nice little
a,
thing for you to play on Game Pass.
See, this is what I was talking about with Ghost World. There's a samurai element to portions of Westworld. Did I say Ghost World?
Yeah, you
Fucking
did.
Westworld. Sorry, I said Ghost World. Westworld. There's a samurai element to Westworld, the TV show, but they don't go into it.
Yeah. So-
it's just another fucking world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just another fucking virtual world. Like
And now, military. Ray and John. This is probably the worst mistake in your life, ladies and gentlemen.
getting your fucking military news from us.
Yep. So, a fake plane created for the movie Top Gun, Maverick, tricked Chinese satellites. The fake hypersonic plane in Top Gun reportedly looks so real that China reoriented spy satellites to surveil it. At least that's what filmmakers Jerry Bruckheimer told Sandbox. The Navy told us that a Chinese satellite turned and headed on a different route to photograph the plane. They thought it was real. That's how real it looks. The dark.
Oh, shut the fuck.
The dark.
Wait, who is their source on this? I'm sorry. Does Jerry Bruckheimer, the fucking Hollywood director, have access to fucking Chinese spy satellites? Oh my God! Shut the fuck up. This sounds like some fucking bullshit to fucking cover for the fact that this movie is just gonna suck donkey dick.
And that's how it's gonna.
Like-
That's how it's gonna make move. That's how it's gonna make money.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
Fuck
So it
Jerry
says here, the
Bruckheimer.
Dark Star, although fictional, skews more towards a plausible and realistic design. No doubt informed and helped considerably by Lockheed Martin's role in aiding the Dark Star's prototype. Every social media reaction to Top Gun has been overwhelmingly positive. The film's debut at CinemaCon sparked a lot of tweets about how somehow the Top Gun sequel is everything we want from a Top Gun movie and more. Keep sucking on that dick, Jay. Keep
Yeah,
sucking on it.
that sounds like this movie fucking sucks balls, dude. I can't wait to fucking watch the internet trash the fuck out of this movie. This movie sounds like it sucks major cock, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna roast
Like,
it. We're
talking like deep throating John Holmes on this motherfucker, dude. Like
oh, no.
this movie sounds like they are trying so
gonna
hard.
hurt.
They are trying so hard to make this movie fucking like sound cool. Like I can't wait to watch this fucking crash and burn and watch the fucking flames like just fucking like rise into the sky, dude. Like I cannot watch like this all the smoke in the sky of Russia right now from all the fires that have been fucking set. from all the fucking industrial fucking plants that have been sabotaged. Fucking, did you know there's forest fires in 77 out of 85 Russian provinces right now?
Whoa!
Forest fires, John. I'm not even talking about the fires that are happening at like industrial plants. There's just smoke in the fucking sky of Russia right now. Right before fucking Victory Day. How's your fucking victory taste, Russia? How's your fucking victory taste?
Moscow. You ever heard that song by Genghis Khan?
Dude, all I know right now is Top Gun is gonna fucking suck.
Yeah, and actually, while we're talking about Russia right now, Sweden hasn't gone to war since Napoleon was alive.
Right.
But Russia has it preparing for another one. From military.com, Russia's aggression against its neighbors has prompted European countries to rethink how they defend themselves. Perhaps none more so than Sweden, which over the past decade has rapidly increased its military spending and is now reevaluating its relationship with NATO. Sweden's ambassador to the U.S., Karen Olofsdotter, told Insider that European security has been deteriorating for some time, pointing to Russia's war with Georgia in 2008 and the seizure of Crimea in 2014, considered a game changer. Sweden has not formally declared war since 1814, though the Swedes have volunteered in other conflicts and its military has participated in other operations. Sweden shed its long-standing neutrality when it joined the European Union in 1995, but it remains militarily non-aligned, working closely with NATO, but never joining. You're all about to fuck up the Swedes, bro.
Hey man, I'll tell you what, dude. Like, I mean,
y'all got them fucked up.
This is what happens, dude. Like when people realize, like, you can sit there and for all of your platitudes and for all of the things that and the ways that you wish the world was, when you are facing down like a legitimate and actual threat, and I'm not talking about like a threat like you're gonna get your ass kicked. I'm talking about an existential threat. If I don't do this properly, I might fucking die. Okay? A lot of countries in Europe haven't had to face that threat since the end of World War II because the United States has been bearing the brunt of a lot of the military operations in that theater of the world. Did you guys forget that fucking Russia like stopped giving a fuck a long time ago? Like, and it's like these countries entertain this fucking like eternal life fantasy that if we just act like the good guys, the bad guys won't fucking hurt us. And where the fuck have we heard that before? You know, 1930s fucking Europe, right before fucking World War II, before some fucking like power mad fucking asshole tried to take over. Like, did y'all fucking forget that quick? I know your fucking grandparents fought in that war just like fucking mine did. Did you fucking forget that quick? World War II wasn't that fucking long ago. 9/11 wasn't that long ago, motherfuckers. Holy fucking shit. Yep. If you can't protect your own fucking backyard, don't be fucking surprised when somebody takes your goddamn house over.
That part.
Like, that's
that
it.
Fucking part. And
it's
Sweden,
your fucking backyard. It's your fucking backyard. I want to make it very clear. I am not against our military, the American military, continuing to provide like operational security globally. I have no problem with this, okay? I really, really fucking don't, because we have the best military in the world as it stands right now. But if you have a potential existential threat in your backyard and you're not already taking steps to fucking protect your own backyard, like, and you still haven't fucking picked a fucking side, don't fucking cry to me when somebody takes your fucking house over. I'm not saying the Swedes won't fight. I know they would, like the fucking Viking badasses that they are, just like fucking Ukraine, like the fucking badasses that they are. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, why the fuck did it take until 2022 for the country of Sweden to figure this shit the fuck out?
Yep.
Russia is an existential threat to fucking Europe. Period.
Yep.
As long as fucking Vladimir Putin is in power, Russia is an existential threat to the fucking continent of fucking Europe. That's it. Why did it take until 2022 for the Swedes to figure it the fuck out? Sounds like some palms were getting greased fucking decades ago. Yep. Is what I'm fucking hearing.
And while Putin is on our wall of shame, Staff Sergeant Cody Usman is also part of the DD214 Gaming Wall of Shame.
Oh, who's this motherfucking piece of shit?
So
What do you
this
do?
piece of shit is a drill sergeant for Fort Lee, Virginia, has been fired from his position after being arrested in March on felony charges of soliciting prostitution with a minor as part of a police sting operation.
Shut the fuck up. Are you
Staff Sergeant
serious?
Cody Usman was assigned to Alpha Company 832nd Ordnance Battalion and was tasked with training new soldiers coming into the Army. In addition to his drill sergeant duties, he is a Bradley Fighting Vehicle System maintainer. I think they need to change that word from is to was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope they nail this cocksucker to the fucking wall. What a fucking stain on the fucking uniform. Take your fucking brown round off and shove it up your fucking ass.
And there is good
cocksucker.
news to this because they did arrest him. And he was one of 16 people caught by law enforcement in a series of sting operations over the last month. 16
fucking shit.
is not enough. That
What a-
it's not enough.
What a fucking what a shit stain. Fuck this cocksucker, dude.
Fuck
Like,
this cocksucker.
I hope you get dishonorably discharged. I hope the rest of your life is a fucking walking nightmare. You piece of fucking shit. Fuck you.
Who are that? I also want to share with you the brand new Arctic Airborne. The new Arctic Air. Oh, I could just drag
I
it here.
saw it. Yeah, the new Arctic Airborne Division, right? Is that
Yep.
what you're saying?
Yep. The new patch is here.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very happy for the Alaskans.
Yeah, freaking. So, for those of you guys that aren't as entirely familiar with the U.S. Army and how they are kind of like divvied up, everybody in Alaska, as of right now, still falls under the 25th Infantry Division. Because the Alaskan portion of the 25th Infantry Division is airborne and do a little bit different things up there. The U.S. Army at the top levels decided to basically functionally split the 25th Infantry Division and give the Alaskan portion of those units their own division title, okay, and tabs, okay, because they are airborne. And the Arctic tab, the Jungle tab, the Sniper tab, there's a big argument in the Army community over tabs and badges and X, Y's, and Z's. Okay, but you know what? If you're staying in Alaska and you're training in those kind of like extremes all the fucking time, okay, you probably deserve to wear a tab if you go through a fucking like
Roger
Arctic
that.
school. If you made it through jungle school, you should probably fucking get a tab for that or a badge. Same with fucking sniper school. Okay, I would even venture to say there should be a badge. There should be a badge or a tab for fucking goddamn, what was it? Arslick. Fucking Arslick, okay? Like, these are the things where, like, just because you know, Ranger and Sapper School get all the fucking big press these days, like, doesn't make some of the accomplishments in the United States Army any less. I also want to say I'm not lost on the fact that Alaska has had an extreme rise in soldier deaths and suicides lately, specifically suicides. So this is also kind of like a press thing for the freaking U.S. Army to just they're gonna reflag all of Alaska, and this is basically the United States Army like taking an eraser to the fucking whiteboard and getting ready to fucking draw on it again because like this is actually a positive sign because this means the Army's tracking and they are basically taking operations away from the 25th Infantry Division and they're making the Alaskan theater its own fucking thing, which it probably should be.
I love
Honest
it.
to God, it
Major
probably should.
congratulations to the 11th Airborne.
The 11th Airborne.
Gotta give it to them.
Airborne all
Gotta
the
give
way.
it to them. I've always, you know, and it's a thing, you know, when you
It
wear
is.
that uniform, you want to be airborne, you want to be ranger, you want to
wanna
be
be proud.
sapper, you know, you want to be a fucking badass, and you know, see, I used to live down the street from the airborne towers in Fort Benning, and just seeing them every single fucking day on my
Yeah.
way to work every day.
It does something to you.
You know, it just it gives you that extra boost of motivation that you need for that day. When you see those guys practicing, jumping
Yep.
off those fucking things. Even my wife, she was like, even I was motivated. You know how many times I circled the airborne towers just walking around it? You know what I mean?
But
Like we used to.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
I'm
no,
just-
you're good. It's a just those two orange and white towers. And let me say, when Christmas comes around and they do the
Yeah.
Santa jumping off the fucking towers, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
best. It's
Oh yeah.
so cool. So who to them?
Yeah, well, like last week when we were talking with with Brandon, when me and Brandon were at ALC together, the ALC barracks are right across the street from the jump towers. Okay, so like that's basically where we hung out, was like right across the street from the jump towers, like every day for 45 days straight. So
Yeah.
it was like that. That's when we went to go buy our beer to bring back to the barracks. We went to the Airborne Shopette. Like,
And you were there in what year? What year did you go?
I was in 2017, so I went there we went there towards the end of October.
Okay, so you were there.
And we were
because
there-
I left at 16.
Yeah, we were there until we got there at the end of October, towards the end of October in 2017, and we were there until December 8th. So if you like backwards count like about 45 days from December 8th, that's basically when we were there. Like it's like a month and a half basically. So
And in our final news, it's actually, we're gonna keep it light today. We got discounts for you. And with these discounts, just remember today is Mother's Day, and May is also Military Appreciation Month. And we have some discounts for you. For Academy and Sports and Outdoors, current and former military members get 10% off their entire purchase, both in-store and online, May 1st through July 4th. Blue Star Museums is collaborating among the National Endowment for the Arts, Blue Star families, the DoD, and museums across America to offer free admission to the nation's active duty military personnel, including the Guard and the Reserves and their families. Breaks to Go is offering a $10 discount off break services for the entire month of May for those who are currently serving in the military or have previously served. Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens is great. You ever been to Busch Gardens?
I have not actually. I'm looking forward to. There's actually several amusement parks that we are probably way more within striking distance of. Let me put it that way. Now that we live in Kansas City versus the great city of Pueblo, Colorado, right? So I'm looking forward to kind of like exploring portions of the Midwest and finding some kick-ass fucking amusement parks to go ride roller coasters on.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, if you ever go to Virginia or Florida, check out Busch Gardens, and through the Waves of Honor program, former military personnel and up to 3 guests may enjoy 1 complimentary admission to Busch Gardens. Veterans can purchase up to 6 additional tickets at 50% off.
No fucking way.
If you wanna
That sounds
go-
like a fucking cheap date right there, dude.
If you want to go visit the resting place of Harambe, go check out the Cincinnati Zoo, where all members of the military will receive free admission on Memorial Day. Colonial Williamsburg. Oh, I love that place. Active duty military, reservists, guard personnel, retired military, and veterans receive complimentary admission once annually for themselves and up to 3 direct dependents on either Memorial Day or Veterans Day weekend.
Wait, what the fuck? What's Colonial Williamsburg? What the fuck is that place?
You don't know
I've never heard. I've never heard of that shit.
Colonial
What the fuck is that?
Williamsburg. I haven't been there since I was like maybe 6. It is Williamsburg, but colonial. It's in like the 1700s. The whole town is in the houses are in the 1700s. There's no
Okay.
cars. There's
Right.
ghost
So
tours.
it's like a living museum.
Yeah.
Do
It's-
you know other places like that, John, that we've talked about on this show? Tombstone, Arizona.
You did say that Tombstone, Arizona is like that too. So
The living museum.
Yeah, so these living museum places, Colonial Williamsburg is great. I would love to do a DD-214 trip to Colonial Williamsburg. Because you see these dudes come up to you, hey, good day, darling. Would you like to ride a horse today and run with Paul Revere? Shit like that, So check that out.
Dude, I love your colonial accent, by the way. I love
tried.
it.
Indianapolis Zoo. Current and former members are admitted free on Memorial Day. Legoland Discovery Center, Westchester. During the month of May, active duty military, reservists, and veterans get free entry plus 50% off for their friends and family. Magic Springs Themes and Water Park they're saluting members of the military with free admission from May 28th through June 12th. Bring your military ID to any ticket window. Family members receive $36 admission when accompanied by a military member. So you get paid $36 by coming with a military member. That's fucking great.
Interesting.
The
I don't
Navy Federal Credit Union, folks. They're
Wow.
celebrating Military Appreciation Month with special offer for its members. Open a Navy Federal Cash Reward credit card to get $200 cash back when you spend $2,000 within 90 days of account opening, spending too. Refinance your current auto loan from another lender and get a $2,000 bonus, or open a new Easy Start or special Easy Start certificate and get a $30 bonus after you make 3 automatic transfers. Puelo, I don't know what the fuck Puelo is, but it's offering a free ring from its U.S. military collection throughout May. Can you look that up for me, Puelo? Yeah, Hey, check. It's a free ring. It's a ring.
Can I get a free ring and then like go fucking pawn it somewhere?
QALO.
I want to go fucking pawn a ring.
Oh, they make
Nice.
silicone wedding bands. Good, because don't you have like 4 years until you have to hold up on your promise?
How the fuck am I gonna like pawn a fucking silicone ring, dude? What the fuck am I gonna do with that?
Fuck it, melt it and turn it into tits or something. I don't know.
Oh, I like where your head's
Silicone
at, John.
rings.
I like where your head's at. That's what I'm talking about, homie.
All
That's
right.
what I'm fucking talking about, brother.
Backroom, oh my bad, rack room shoes, not backroom shoes, rack room shoes offers a 20% discount off your entire purchase on Memorial Day. SeaWorld, the most controversial place in the world. Veterans receive 1 complimentary single-day ticket plus 3 complimentary tickets per guest. I don't support
Fuck
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
Fuck
Fuck
Sea-
SeaWorld, dude.
Silver,
Y'all are fucking
what
fuck
is this?
SeaWorld. I hope y'all fucking go out of business.
Silverwood Theme Park. Military personnel and veterans with ID receive free admission to Silverwood Theme Park on May 28, 29, and 30. Their immediate family members, spouse, and children also receive a special discounted rate. Oh shit, you guys want your sleep, right? Sleep Number is offering 20% off all Sleep Number 360 smart beds. All bases and most bedding purchases to June 6th. Splashaway Water Park is offering discounted tickets for their season passes. Sunsplash Family Water Park, 1 free admission ticket. And Jay, this is for you. The UFC gym is offering a complimentary 30-day training period to active duty, retired and retired personnel. You're not retired, right?
I'm not retired, no.
Okay, then you're fucked. Service members may redeem their offer at UFC Gym and UFC Fit locations through May 1st. The complimentary training month is available to new members with a valid military ID.
I got a question for you, John.
What's up?
Don't you think it's funny that like military and veterans can get like a free month's fucking training at the UFC gym, but they still can't seem to fucking find a way to pay their fucking fighters? Fuck you, Dana White, dude. Like, I don't want your fucking shitty fucking gym and your shitty fucking training, dude. Like, you're a fucking bitch. Like, what a fucking cocksucker, dude. You're gonna give me 30 fucking free days? Like, what about your fighters, dude?
You're not wrong.
Fuck, dude, fuck it, dude. Fuck that tomato head, dude.
These
Fuck
Quelo
him.
rings are nice, bro. Oh, I'm definitely getting that army green one.
How much do you think you could get if you pawn that shit, though? Like,
How
that's
mu-
my question.
How much you think I could get for pawning it?
Yeah, like if they're gonna give you a free one, like let's make it like, you know, if we're talking about getting free money, like let's make it like free, you know, like let's turn it into actual liquid cash. If those people gave you that ring and you pawned it, how much can you get?
6 cents.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Then like fuck that shit, like worthless.
And guys, make sure you stay up to date with military discounts on military.com. It's all there. That's where I'm getting all the DD214 Gaming gets their news, their military news from military.com. You don't get it from CNN. We don't get it from InfoWars. You know, we don't.
We get it. We take our propaganda fucking seriously here, folks. And that's exactly why we make fun of it.
Yeah. So I mean, oh shit, the landlord's MG is showing.
Wait, what?
The landlord has a old school retro MG car in the back, and the tarp is coming off. Squirrels are about to start scratching at it. But guys, we're here at the end, and we couldn't be more grateful for you guys once again to be here with us. You know, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to say. I'll tell you, I think it's my week, right?
Hey man, it's all you, brother. I love you, man.
Hey, then let's go for it. So, you know, we're every 168 hours, we talk about the same thing, and we talk about it with, you know, with pride. Because why? Because we love you guys and we care about you guys and we care about those who are around us. So we're going to go right to the point, guys. 1-800-273-8255. You are not alone, okay? We day in and day out, sometimes we're in good moods, sometimes we're in the best fucking moods, and sometimes we're in the lowest of lows. And sometimes we just need someone to talk to. And there's just some people in this world who don't have a doctor's appointment every single day. Since the coronavirus, people are lucky if they even have one once a week. It's very hard these days, and with everything easing up, people are still going through some of the same things that they've been going through the last year, the last week, the last day, the last 6 hours, and it doesn't change. Today is one of those days that people think really long and hard about the memories that they've made with their mom, and some people may feel alone today, and we want you to know you're not alone. You're not alone. If you don't want to talk to any of us, you don't want to talk to those around us, there's always someone there. If you don't want to call that number, that 1-800-273-TALK, you could text them. You could chat with them online. If texting is easier than talking, hey, go for it. If that's your prerogative, everyone deals different, and it's only up to us to comfort them in the way that we're able to. And in saying that, guys, thank you to everyone who watches. I want to give a big shout out to you, me, and Lore, 80s Babies Gaming, Blaze Online, Rogue Energy,
all the homies, dude.
The homies,
Chris Patterson and his fantasy novels, freaking Pablo Martinez, featured on Forged in Fire. The people that we grew up with, we surrounded ourselves with, our tribe, basically. We want to support everybody that has also throughout the years supported us. That's our job as like human beings. I got a challenge for everybody for the next 168 hours, because I found myself challenging myself with it, especially after all the shit I talked earlier about the TV shows I watched. Find something to be positive about in the week to come, and find something that makes you feel good when you watch it, or find a person in your life that is just a bright shining light of maybe like positivity, and not just something that is just negative or otherwise like always just I don't know how to explain it. You know what I'm saying, John?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
exactly. Yeah,
find something
that light, that spark.
Find something that sparks the light, and remember, it's okay to look at the light sometimes too. It's easy, for me to like joke around about being jaded and cynical and just literally shit talk everything. But I want to let everybody know that like the reality of my life is not like that. And I find a lot of stuff throughout my week to remain positive about, and to see the shining light of like the human race, and things that I look at a lot of things that give me hope for humanity. So I want to remind everybody that, as jaded and cynical and as much of an asshole as I seem sometimes when we're talking on here, the reality is, throughout my 168-hour journey every week before we do this podcast, there is a lot of positive stuff that just goes completely fucking unmentioned usually on this podcast due to like the nature of my character on here, right? So just want to remind everybody of that. John, I love you very, very much.
I love you.
Thank you so much.
It's always fun. It's always fun. Every 168 hours coming here to, I don't know if it's a therapy session. I don't know if it's church. I don't know if it's a party. I mean, it's a little bit of all three, but we're here.
I think it might be a little bit of all three, and we welcome everybody here, and we love you guys.
And it's never one. It's never one. It's just always all three. So.
That's right. You're right.
So guys, we'll see you next week. And actually, Tears for Fears. Remember, Tears for Fears.
Yeah.
Next week.
I'll be tracking Tears for Fears. We'll review next week. Gotcha, brother.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next time.